So we finally got closure.
Is it, I think okay.
I think it's closure.
So the take that trial has now officially ended. For those who don't know,
AKA old Nut Nipples.
If we he bumped my train of thought. Nut Nipples. That's good though. That's good.
The Podical Sons.
What's up, everybody? I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. This show is hilariously inappropriate, but intellectual beyond belief.
All of that.
Let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. All streaming platforms possible, Podical Sons. You can search the streaming platforms for Podical Sons podcast, and on the socials, Podical Sons or Pod Sons.
We are there.
We are there. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't be shy. If you're here for the first time, buckle up. If you're not, you're a regular. Welcome back. We got some more stuff to talk about.
Last week was
last week was different.
Last week was different.
This past week was very, very, very different.
Yeah.
But let's get to the happy stuff, whatever. Let's get to the dessert stuff before we get to the veggies. What about you, Joy, this week, man?
I have been having some really good receptions with the release of Mr. Fantastic by Usual Suspects. If you are on the streaming platforms, give it a stream. If you like, we call it contemporary hip hop. That's what Marv likes to kick back to. So I got a track for him to kick back to.
Yeah. And it works too. Hold on, I'm sorry. Scratch all that. Produced by who?
Produced by yours truly, not your average Joseph.
Say it with your chest, man.
Not your average
there we go.
Joseph.
There we go.
Yeah, so there was that. And then because of that, a singer it hit me up. She goes by the name of Stefani.
Okay.
Not Gwen Stefani, but a Stefani,
okay,
nonetheless. And so she came through, recorded some vocals for her yesterday.
Okay.
So that's what had me. And so it was really nice to get back into like the music side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, okay, we gotta wrap this up so I can get your shit off, so I can make sure there's room for my podcast stuff. So it was real dope. We wrapped up early in the day. Then I went to go look for I took a trip into the city, go look for my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came up, I just wrapped up the session, got her files all together, and then just got that stuff off the computer. So we got some space to do our thing.
Nice. Shout out to Stefani, man. Yeah, no, it was for me. It was a lot. I think what brought me joy yet anger at one time and stuff, whatever, is remember I told you I had called you. So I called Smooth early in the week.
Yes.
That I got tapped in my bumper and stuff. I'm at the stop sign, minding my damn business, waiting for the car, and I saw this car stop behind me, but then it slowly started to roll in because the driver's not paying attention.
No.
And so what brought me joy and stuff for is I totally forgot because see, I'm a firm believer in karma.
Right.
So I think like when I was telling you, like I was talking to you and everything like that, I was like, to go smoke some weed, whatever. Because I've been trying to ease down on the smoking and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, fucking day that brought to me and stuff. And I thought about it and I was like, yo, I remember specifically, I changed insurance companies, I think 2009?
Okay.
This is the Integra.
Okay.
This is the Integra.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. This is in 2009.
Yeah.
So with the Integra and stuff, whatever, right? I remember somebody was in their car behind me and they didn't get out their car and stuff, whatever, right? And I'm trying to get out this spot.
Yeah.
And then like, I thought they were no one's in the car and stuff, whatever, right? When I'm reversing, they see the lights.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking they're gonna wait for me to drive off. No, they just jumped up and stuff, whatever. And I was something like, yo. So I stopped, and when I stopped, whatever, it's like basically like he knew what he was doing.
Right.
So, like, let's say my front end on the left driver's side scraped his back bumper.
Okay.
Whatever, right? So I'm looking like, oh my gosh. My insurance for this new thing kick in 2 days from now. Whatever, right? Because I was trying to have an over, because back then they weren't enforcing the overlapping period.
Right.
Whatever, right? So I'm looking like, all right, this and this, because I think either payday or something, I don't forget some reason why I didn't have it like right on top of each other.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I'm like, oh my gosh. So the guy's like, no. I didn't realize, I thought you were coming in. I didn't know you were leaving. So I'm like, no, I was backing up because there's a van in front of me.
Right. So you're just making some space for you to come out.
Bing, bing.
Right.
And then he's like, I thought you were parking. That's the reason why. So he said, I apologize and stuff. So I looked at it, I was like, shit. I was like, yo, let me get an estimate and stuff whatever on that to fix that and stuff like that, whatever, right? And he's like, you know what? Because they had more to bump. It was the car he was in was a X5.
Okay.
He was in an X5. So it was more of a bumper area.
Right.
And he's like, nah, you know what? The bumper got a few scratches and stuff, whatever, as is.
Yeah.
We'll call it a day.
Okay.
Just drive safe and stuff for her. He's like, I do apologize because that was me.
Yeah.
And if any case and stuff for her, because I'm looking like, I don't got no insurance. I said it in my head or whatever, right? Still had the paperwork. So I was like, no.
Right.
And then I was like, when it happened, I was like, all right, cool. So when this shit happened to me and stuff, I was like, oh, this is the pay it forward moment coming back in full circle.
This is the pay it forward moment.
And this is like 2009.
Right.
So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, karma's gonna get you regardless.
At some point.
And that's what really brought me joy. Cause I was looking, I'm like, this is my karma. So I had to let the situation go.
Yeah.
With this person. I looked at my bumper, I saw the little marks from the steering wheel.
Right.
I mean, sorry, from the license plate.
Yeah.
So I saw that, I was like, let it go.
Yeah.
And this too shall pass and stuff, whatever.
Of course.
So I was like, yeah, I'm like, karma's real.
But you know, it's nice when it's nice when you find people who are understanding to a point where it doesn't affect you. Because I'll tell you one thing. My wife and I were going grocery shopping one day, right? And the day it was really, really, really windy. And so she was driving and I was on the passenger side. So we're parked in the parking lot. And as I'm about to get out the car, a gust of wind caught the car door, swung it open, and hit the car right beside me.
Oh, so and they were in there?
No, they weren't even in there. So, right? So it left a dent, right? Like it wasn't a big dent, but it was a noticeable dent, right? Dent. So now it's like, shit. She was like, "You're gonna do this, all right?" I said, "You know what? I'm gonna stay in the car and wait till the person comes. See if the person comes, and then I'll explain what happens, and then we'll just take it from there." And then so I sat down in the car from it, and then it was a beautiful black older lady. She came in, and I don't even think she noticed. She opened up her car door and she closed the car door. So I flagged it down. I was like, said, "Sorry, don't mean to bother you, but as we were parking, I opened up my car door and the wind caught it and it hit your car and it left a dent right there. So I just wanted to just make sure that I caught you. That way we can exchange numbers and, you know, and kind of figure it out." And she looked at me. First, she looked at me weird, like, "You stuck around?" You stuck around, right? Then she looked at the dent on the car door and she's like, goes, "That's small. Don't even worry about it." So I'm like, are you sure? Because I know some people would just be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a dent in my car, right. And you know, and especially if the person takes off, you just ruin somebody's day. You know what I mean? So I figured more or less, I'm like, I don't know what the person might be, what type of issues they might have. They might not have no money to fix. It might be. I don't want to leave nothing, no stone unturned. Let me sit down where I am and just deal with it because it was my fault, right? Like, yeah, I knew the day was windy, right? The way how it happened, it was just so quick. And she just looked at me. She's like, "Don't even worry about it. Have a nice day."
It's a fact though. No good deed goes unpunished, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like that karma, like some of these things and stuff, whatever. Like we really do take for granted until we're in a situation.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as like, yeah, like it was. I would be happy too. Like if I was the lady, and you said all of this and stuff, I'd have been like, first and foremost, thank you, because it's rare to run into honest people nowadays and stuff, whatever, like that, right?
Right.
So the fact you even want to do all of this stuff, and then if I look at it and I'm like, yo, a soft thing and stuff, whatever, and then just keep it pushing, like beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. There are good people still left in
There
the
are,
world.
man. There are, man. I mean, the opposite for the story that I told you when I touched that person's bumper and just only the snow fell off.
Yeah.
And then the next minute, the ambulance came around and the wife is holding her neck. Dad is holding his shoulders. The kids are still smiling in the background. Everybody going to the hospital. I'm like, damn, mofos.
Yo, they here to take every dollar from you. But like, it's not even from
they-
you, but it's like they're companies, but you're the expense.
Yeah.
Because they don't like you or they don't know you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, we'll sacrifice you for the, but I'm like, yeah, go after them. Go after them direct, man.
Go after them direct, man.
Nah, I get it, man. Okay. Let's hold on. Let's get to the polls for the week. First poll of the week says, which would you rather? And the options were burgers and wings. What you got?
I got burgers.
You got burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Our followers and subscribers got wings, man. 56%.
Yeah, I felt like it was gonna sway toward wings.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because like when I saw it and stuff, like I we posted a question and stuff, I think first thing that morning, I kind of just kept it pushing, but then I ended up on a gram for something.
Right.
And then when I end up on a gram and stuff, whatever, I saw it and stuff, and it popped up and everything. So I'm like, yo, okay, let me participate, add my vote in, right?
Yeah.
And then at that time and stuff, whatever, burgers was winning.
Burgers was winning at that point.
So I was like, let's go. And then I just shut down my phone and called it a day. And then when I'm collecting everything for later in the week and stuff whatever for today, I was like, wings won? And like the wing crowd was like, it was up there and stuff whatever too. So I was like, huh. I was like, I think if I have one satisfied hearty burger,
Yeah.
that would probably be equivalent to maybe 10, 11 wings for me.
For me, yeah. For me too.
Yeah. So I feel like, nah, if like the burger has like, some condiments, some things and stuff, it's kind of layered. The bun is nice and everything.
Right, yeah.
One burger, I'm blessed. But I'm like, wings, you got to eat a good portion.
Yeah.
And some places they be shiesty. They're like, we'll send you a pound. No, you really count it back there. Don't tell me you weighed the bitch out. Because if I weighed the shit, if I wipe off the sauce, it ain't no 1 pound.
It ain't a pound.
Yeah, pound of wings. Oh, you want 2 pounds? And even 2 pounds look shiesty.
The 2 pounds look shiesty. The 2 pounds are shiesty. You know what? I do wings. When St. Louis has the all you can eat deal.
Nigga, they got an all you can eat burger thing right now.
Where?
At St. Louis.
Get the hell out of here.
Yo, yeah. I did too.
You did too?
I did too. I was like, all you can eat. And it's like less than 20.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm going to demolish things or whatever, right? And then when I got to the second burger, it's like my world starts slowing down.
Started slowing down. Yeah,
I was looking like, kind of gluttony am I on and stuff, whatever, right? And I keep telling myself and stuff, I was like, I should have had a fucking edible for this, whatever, right?
You gotta prep.
Yeah, you gotta prep.
For sure.
So I was like, you know what? I let my greed kind of get the best of me. But I think too, because I got there's the beer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the beer plus the burger and everything and stuff. Cause I'm like, nah, I don't even want no fries. I just want a straight protein. Straight protein. And I was like, damn. I was like, 2? I came here to eat 4. What is it? The mind is willing, but the body cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But
well, your eyes is bigger than your stomach.
what? I know that's right. But yeah, shout out to the wing focus though. I love wings too and stuff like that, but it depends on where.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you have an establishment in mind besides St. Louis? Y'all got the free cut the check. In mind that like if you're in that area or you're going somewhere near that zone, this place, like either burger or wings, they have to get your money. Like you have to make a stop there.
Okay, so definitely I'll drive to go get a smash burger off the Galaxy truck.
Okay.
That I mean,
worth the drive.
Worth the drive.
Yeah. I know. I had my peoples and stuff play this. my people has been to Galaxy more than I've been to Galaxy. Right?
Yeah.
And when I hear like, oh, you don't go to Galaxy? When the last time you went to Galaxy? Damn, you don't support your people. I was like, oh my God.
No.
I was like, there's a whole Podical Sons thing.
It's a whole
So I was like, don't do that. But Galaxy, work the drive and stuff, whatever. I can agree. What about a wing?
I mean, St. Louis is my staple, but the other day, and I didn't realize that they had a few locations of the Wingstop.
Oh,
so
what's the closest one to you now?
I think,
or which one did you go to? Because there's one in Heartland.
So I didn't go.
Okay.
It was my daughter Kian went, and I think it was the Heartland one she went to.
Yeah.
And then she had bought some, and that was actually the first time I ever tried the Wingstop wings.
Okay.
It's good. It's like the fries was popping. I was like,
the voodoo fries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The voodoo sauce is, it speaks to me. It speaks to me because after I've had like other fries with just like maybe seasoned salt and like their own kind of sauce.
Right.
And I was like, I'm like the voodoo it hit. It's just that like I don't know, maybe Wingstop. The price don't make sense here too much.
Right.
Because I want to say...
It's tariffs.
Is it? Maybe. Well, Rick Ross do something. Because I look at it stuff as where St. Louis, like wing, beer, and all that.
Yeah.
It's still cheaper when just their wings and their fries.
And
you get an alcoholic beverage and stuff, whatever, with St. Louis. So St. Louis will still get the dub from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. All right.
The
next poll was, do people show up when you need them to? And what you got?
I got yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes came in at 62%.
Okay.
So let me ask you and stuff, whatever now. What do you consider like when you need them to? We're talking about like, let's say, a crisis situation or a support situation?
Support situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in crisis and stuff like that, whatever, do you find like a select few will come to you?
A select few.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I already have in my mind who those people are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never a question if I'm gonna get the help that's needed or not.
No, let me ask you and stuff. I don't know if it's and I want to put it as a black thing, but let's get racist with it. Do you believe that like a lot of black people don't like a lot of people in their business?
Yeah.
Like in their personal business.
Yeah. So
with that being said and stuff for there, would that be part of the thing, you being a black man, would that be a part of the thing why you want, a select few is small for like a crisis situation?
No, the select few being small is more of that. I'm like 100% on those that set I can depend on.
You're reliable.
Right.
Reliability.
Yeah. It's more of the reliability factor.
Fair. That's fair. Because for me, I look at it stuff as where same about like there's a select few that I know that 100% like they're reliable.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as where and it's not even a pride thing, but I look at it stuff as where I don't really expect too many people besides like my reliable people.
Right.
To kind of show up for me when I need them to, just in general. So even if it's a support thing, I look at it stuff as where I'm going to support them and stuff kind of like regardless.
Yeah.
Right? So I look at it stuff as where like that. And if it's a crisis thing, vice versa. So my group of like support and like crisis reliable and stuff, whatever, they're the same people.
Same people.
Same population.
Yeah.
It's not like my support might be a lot bigger and everything like that, whatever. And I'm not shitting on like any of the listeners or the fans and stuff, whatever now, but I look at it stuff as where my new thing and stuff is if you have a problem with me, text me. And if you don't have my number, then that means we're not that close.
Right.
So I look at it and stuff like that. And my reliable people have access to me full blast and stuff, whatever, right? I just gotta cut you off kind of different because you get miraculous ideas and decisions. You've been good the past few years. I've been counting my friggin' blessings.
Yeah.
Because when I wake up sometimes in the morning and stuff from other messages from other people, I was like, why would this fucker text me 4 o'clock in the morning? This is some smooth shit, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking like, let's give Smooth his roses. He don't do that shit no more. He like to sleep now. Good for fucking him.
I like that sleep.
Yeah, good for you.
I like that sleep.
But yeah, a lot of people and stuff is like, I heard this rapper, right? And it made me think of the question and stuff, whatever. What's his name? I think Lyrics Born, that's his name. So he's an Asian rapper
Mm.
from Long Beach.
Okay.
Right. And I was hearing some of his stuff, and then I heard an interview, and they were saying, like, how come you're so vulnerable with your rap?
Right.
And recently I heard Ace Hood, he came out with an album and stuff, whatever, and he was talking to Cam Newton and talking about the vulnerability and stuff, whatever. And like, we don't want our rappers, like, do we really want our rappers to be vulnerable?
Right.
So I was like, well, the best lyrics is the ones that's living experience.
Yes.
Right? But I look at it stuff as where it takes a talented rapper to not sound preachy, but it sounds more teachy and inspiring.
Right.
Right? So this rapper, Lyrics Born, he had that and stuff and everything too. And he's like, and a lot of some of the stuff, he's like, he's lonely. Like a lot of his friend circles have like inner circles and inner circles and inner circles, like a tree trunk. And I was like, yeah, as a bar.
Yeah, as a bar.
There's a bar. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, shit. I was like, that's most of the world, right?
Yeah.
And he said it came to a point where even the people you want to support you and stuff, whatever, he's like, he's been rapping since he was like 19.
Right.
And for an Asian guy to be rapping and stuff, whatever, it's kind of like, no. You have certain type of jobs and things and stuff set up for you living as an Asian American.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but that's not my thing. Music is more my thing. And he's like, the support dropped off. The reliability and stuff, whatever, they just kind of wrote it off and stuff is like, you're not going to be no Jay-Z, so why are you wasting your time and stuff, whatever? And he has nobody. So he said that like, he has select family members and stuff that he'll talk to. But he said he realized his fan base or his support base is way much bigger than his reliable people base. I was like, this is different. So that's why I posted a question.
It's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's when you say it's when you said the circle within the circle.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I was in Jamaica, and I went to my my grandparents' home.
Okay.
And I was seeing like a lot of older folks that would have been like around my pops' age. Now,
okay,
my grandparents had 14 kids.
Okay. And where did your father lie?
He was, I want to say he was either like the 7th or 6th.
Oh, so he's middleman.
Yeah, he in the middle there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's in the middle there. So I ran into this one dude and he was telling me how so-and-so, oh, he's my uncle. Like he was my uncle's friend. Him and him, they kicked in so forth, like this, that, and the third. And the next dude came by and he goes, oh, this is so-and-so. He was more within your father's groups. I was like, damn, it's funny because 14 kids, all in the same district, but yet you'll still have different set of friends that you hang with and you kind of jive with. And he was like saying, yeah, it's like me and your uncle like this, like we do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, my pops? Goes, no, your pops hung with those people, like that set of people. Just like, yeah, it's like, but we're all from the same community.
Same.
We're all, we all grew up together. So that circle within the circle.
Yeah, I understood it. To me, how I took it and stuff is kind of like, even when he was explaining stuff in the interview, right? You have a family, and that family should be one circle.
Right.
But then you have, like, and we're talking about where, let's say, grandparent has 4 kids.
Right.
Right? Your parents is one of the 4, and your parents might have 3 kids.
Right.
And that other aunt and uncle have 3 kids and stuff like that, whatever. So you have one big family circle.
Right.
And then you might have another ones that might click up. And then you might have another ones that just say, like, you know what? It's just me and my siblings, and the rest of y'all can kind of kick rocks.
Right.
And it's like, it's just so many inner layers and stuff, whatever, of people. But I'm like, I really kind of put that and stuff more on interaction and stuff with like the individual more than like the family.
Yeah.
Right? Because I look at it stuff as where some families do have black sheeps and everything and stuff, whatever. But I look at it stuff as where And some people might cuss me, but I'm looking at stuff as like, you can make yourself available to like specific family members, and like, let's say they backstab you or and all that type of stuff and everything like that. Then you just know these individuals aren't the individuals and stuff, whatever you could be rocking with,
Right.
to like that, whatever. This is not the time to condone condemn the family.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I look at it stuff as like, yeah, but a lot of times and stuff, it'll be like 3 or 4 particular family members that kind of created a kind of hurt.
Yeah.
And then the person and stuff is like, I hate my family. But they're like, you might have another.
But there's so much other members.
Yeah. It's like, be like, yo, it's like 30 of us.
Yeah.
And you this like 27 still fuck with you, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it stuff as like, the individual needs to look at that situation and stuff and like, okay, I'm just gonna take this person as a normal person.
Right.
I'm not gonna just fry them because like they're part of the family, so the whole family is effed up.
Right.
And stuff like that, whatever, right? But everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
And so like that was it. But it was very interesting and stuff to hear the conversation. And I like the song and stuff. I'll play the song for you later.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right. Are you ready?
We're so we finally got closure. Is
it, I think okay.
I think it's closure now.
So the take that trial has now officially ended. For those who don't know,
AKA old Nut Nipples.
If we God. He fucked with my train of thought. Nut Nipples. That's good though. That's good. For those who don't know, yes, Sean John Combs has been sentenced for 4 years. Been sentenced for 4 years and stuff for his sex trafficking, I guess. So to speak.
For the sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking charge. So he beat the RICO. So he beat the racketeering stuff, but the sex trafficking aspect of it, he has been convicted and he will be doing 4 years.
Minus the 14, was it the 14 months? Minus the 14 months already served.
14 months already served. Because yeah, he got scooped up last September.
Right.
And everything was announced and stuff this past Friday. So on Tuesday, when you guys get this and stuff like that, hopefully a good portion of the world should know. But if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
But I want to say, to the closure aspect, let's say this. They were trying to throw the book at him, right? I think the max they wanted 11. They wanted 11.
Prosecution wanted 11. Parole was saying 7.
Okay. And then here we are, we're getting to 4.
Right. Because defense wanted the time served.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask you this now. From you observing from what you've seen from all this, are you shocked? I'll say, are you surprised? Let's say, are you surprised when you hear celebrities and stuff start coming out with their, let's say, he was a good guy or he was an okay guy and everything and stuff like in the 9th inning?
Yeah.
Why?
No, sorry, no.
Oh,
I'm saying yeah to
like they came.
I'm not shocked though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I looked at stuff as where, why wait to the 9th inning? Because your name might be damaged and stuff, whatever, when they don't know how much of the trial's going.
Your name might be damned, right? But also, the 9th inning now is he might come home, right? And him coming home,
revenge
even though his stock is diminished, he still holds power.
I can see that.
Yeah.
My question, because all right, what I'm trying to understand is that, let's say you're a lovely individual,
right?
If you were this individual like Sean John Combs and stuff, whatever, but it's just you and everything like that. You've never taken me to, like, flew me out and do all the types of stuff you did to Cassie, etc. You've never treated me ill will, treated me any type of way. We had good business relations and stuff like that and all the above. And hell, for the most part, I was inspired by some of the stuff you've probably done.
Right.
Why does it take me so long to compose a letter or say you're on my side when I've never had a bad interaction with you.
Yeah.
Because even like when it came to Young Miami and stuff, whatever, I'm looking like, Young Miami's not brought to like one of the, accusers and everything. So I'm assuming the relationship and stuff is good. Why not a credibility letter then?
People don't want to be a part of the blowback.
Because some people got their back blown up. All right, I'm gonna be good. See, old Marvin's still here. That's the part that kind of just got me and stuff. Whatever.
That's the part. That's the part. Yeah.
Other than that, whatever. I think what is it? Shine made a statement and stuff on one of Cam's podcasts. On Cam's podcast, Shine made a statement and stuff over there. He's like, "Yo, I am gone. I'm running Belize. I ain't coming back. I ain't got to come back." So, and Cassie made a statement like she's in fear of her life if he does come out and all the above.
Right.
So, I kind of look at it and stuff is where a lot of people are just looking that when he comes out, there might be a little hell to pay. Or maybe he might change. Do you think it might be a possibility he might actually change?
Yeah, I think he's gonna change.
There's a lot of reflecting, like knowing for a fact, like your fate's already been determined.
Right.
So it's kind of like, oh, I'll be home by Christmas 2025 to now a reality check kick in. And you're like, I'm here for this long. I got to make the best of the time.
Make the best of the time, and also like the fall from grace, though, right? It's like it's got to be real humbling, to know that at one point you were king of New York. You had the key to the city.
You were him,
right? So that and like I couldn't tell you of anybody else that I know personally that I know of that has ever received a key to any city and has gotten that key taken away from them.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like I couldn't tell you when that's ever happened before, you know what I mean? So that's like, it's a fall from grace. So like I'm saying, it's real humbling. It's making them probably second guess a lot of choices. And then another thing, making them realize I'm not as invincible as I thought I was.
Yeah, definitely. I would think that, like, so to speak, that should have been a lesson that should have happened last year.
Right.
When he got arrested.
Yeah.
And he tried to post bail. I think when you try to post bail the second time,
yeah,
you got to realize and stuff. That should have been the wake up call right there. Be like, yo, I'm not as powerful as I thought.
Yeah.
When I'm like, yo, I got the bread, and y'all still won't let me hit bail?
Well, not only do you got the bread, but I'm pretty sure during that time when he got arrested and all those phone calls that he could make was to a lot of rich and powerful people. And to know that, okay, they're not pulling the strings that that they could possibly pull. Yeah.
Sheesh.
But I mean, 4 years time he comes out, he's still gonna have access to those tapes. So y'all better behave yourselves.
So do you still think that there's still tapes on other people's and stuff?
Oh, I'm thinking he has like copies. I'm thinking whatever the FBI took out, right? Before they were able to, before he was able to remove any.
Yeah, March 25th.
I'm pretty sure that, there's multiples sitting down somewhere and whatever, because, that what they call it? The dead man's something. I can't remember the exact term. Where, let's say let's say you had some dirt on somebody, right? And they figure, okay, I got to get rid of Marv before he spreads that dirt, right? But you say, dead man switch. You say, I got a dead man switch. Meaning, the moment you take me out,
everything coming out.
Everything is coming out.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps a lot of these people in that position alive, because they've got that switch, right? So, I think when the FBI did that raid, it was some powerful people that sent them in to do that raid to take out whatever they needed to take out.
Without a doubt, because it never made sense to me about the raid.
It never made no sense.
How do you raid 3 places at once and don't take the person of interest in?
Right.
They never took him in that day. So I was looking at stuff like, But then the more and more of the trial came out and stuff, whatever, I'm like, I haven't heard anything about other individuals.
Right.
Just Jane Doe and Cassie Ventura.
And Cassie Ventura.
So that's how I was like, are there really like tapes on like people like getting it in at a Diddy party? So like, I'm not too sure because I'm looking like, everybody's like, well, I left before the freak offs and stuff. But I'm like, the freak offs is just like Cassie and male escorts and stuff, whatever. I'm like, Nut on Nipples is definitely some freak shit.
Yeah.
So I look at it and I was like, I just thought that was the extent of it and stuff. But you're saying like you still.
Well, remember at one point he was saying if he goes down, a whole bunch of people are gonna go down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that, right? So
I remember
I'm saying,
that statement,
you know,
but I didn't. Yeah. Well, it's still time.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you don't really at the 9th inning want to be firing any shots because he might come home today. Eventually, he's gonna come home.
Eventually, yeah. Sheesh. All right. On to the next.
On to the next.
Let's talk about Nicki Minaj versus the world. Have you heard about that?
She been blazing back then.
Nicki.
I mean, Jay was the prime target for a little while, but then she just said, "Nah, y'all could get it."
Yeah, I felt like, okay, so, and I guess it's not easy. I mean, it's easy for Nicki to ban and like block a lot of people and everything and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
So I'll say this to the Queen of Barbs and stuff, whatever. I come in peace, but I look at it as stuff as where Nicki has been in a situation where no one really expected her, I guess, to do as great as she done.
As she did, yeah.
Like even I like when I heard about like why she named it the Pink Print, because she's like she's the female J, and she laid the way and paved the way for a lot of female rappers and stuff like that, which is true. Shit, there was female rappers before her, but before her they never done like what she's done.
Right.
That type of stuff will give you a different kind of ego.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't think she like I feel like she struck at like people that's actually not meaning her any harm.
Yeah.
Like I saw a thing with Kai Cenat when she was trying to promote her last album and stuff, and she was on his show, right? She's in the Queen royalty chair, and you know he has everybody else sitting in regular chairs, and he's in a regular chair, and they're like this close, and she like put her foot up to like almost kick her, and he's like, "Whoa, Nicki, you almost kicked me." There was no apology, there was no nothing. There were like, it was kind of like a cold stare. So I'm looking like, you're trying to kick the man? They're like, is this clickbait thing? I don't know.
Right.
I didn't know because you know, like he's known for his stunts with the fireworks and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, I don't know what's real or not, whatever. But I'm like, she never seemed like she's willing to like be friendly with people, right? Like I remember one of the things I used to love from Vogue magazine. Vogue, like on YouTube, had the thing like I think 73 questions.
Okay.
And they would have some questions and stuff and ask some people and stuff in one take.
Right.
And when I saw Nicki Minaj on there, it felt violent. I've watched the Taylor Swift ones. I've watched different actresses. I even Jennifer Lawrence seemed like it's kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
But the Nicki Minaj thing, it just felt like, yo.
Straight standoffish.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, I don't like this. And I'm like, maybe it's just me. But then again, I can separate the music from the monster.
Right.
So I'm going by whatever she produces and stuff for her and what she makes and stuff for her. And after that, the hits has constantly still been rolling in.
Yeah.
When she wants to strike at the world now, whatever, my question to you is to ask you, is it better to be feared or is it better to be loved? Especially when it comes to Miss Minaj.
I think it's better be for her. For her, it's probably better to be feared.
Why do you think that?
Simply because, you know, if she's not feared, she's gonna get more shots taken at her, and she's probably already looking at it that as the only love she really needs is from her fan base, and once she's got that, anybody else could get it.
But why? But and my thing and stuff is that who automatically like, will take shots at Nicki? Let's say this, like let's say before this week transpired, no one really takes shots at Nicki. Even Cardi B and stuff actually produced a whole body of work because when I said before I come on here,
Yeah.
I'm going to take in this whole Cardi B album.
Okay.
And when I took in the Cardi B album and stuff, whatever, I'm not a fan of like some of the old recycle songs. There's recycle songs on there.
Yeah.
Like
You would have thought after all this time it would have just been like all new shit. You had time. You had time.
She had time.
You had time.
But then I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I get some bars and stuff like the bars to JT. Yes. I'm gonna say Bia. Yes. Nicki is old news. Nicki's been old news from her and stuff, whatever, from time and stuff, and we knew they didn't like each other and all the above.
Right.
So I looked at it stuff as well. I don't really see too much Nicki action kind of coming at her.
Yeah.
But if Nicki wants to sneak this her and stuff like that, whatever, again, it's the better and let everything alone. She ain't had time because Cardi was doing a lot of things out here, a lot of her own greatness as well. What is the expression? When they go low, you go to hell. I think they both didn't go to hell. Like they both tried to kick each other in each other's face when both went low.
Yeah.
Right? I think, and this is might be the Black culture, and I don't want to speak for every culture and stuff like that, but I just feel like, to me in Black culture, when you get close to talking about people's children,
Right.
you've crossed the line.
Yeah.
You've crossed the line and stuff, whatever, right? And when Nicki called out Cardi's daughter first, this is when the whole world turned on Nicki.
Right.
Right? And then when Cardi clapped back with the whole thing like your son's nonverbal,
Right.
I looked at it stuff as like, as a father of a child on the spectrum, I didn't feel a type of way.
Yeah.
Because I looked at it stuff as where, what provoked you to say something like that?
Right.
And then I know what provoked you and stuff like that, whatever, and everything. And I don't expect Cardi to be a tactful person in regards.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Like if somebody was to say that to me, I'd probably look at time and place and stuff, whatever, for like the energy I might give back.
Right.
Right? And if she was already flaming hot from like there were Twitter battles and everything like that, whatever, that's one thing. When she's calling out other people and stuff, whatever, too, like it got crazy because I look at it stuff as where Cardi tried to do her own damage control, especially when it came to like the Ice Spice thing that went out of pocket.
Yeah.
But other people, she tried to do damage control and stuff for there. But the JT thing and her, that work is in the album. This is what we want from the rappers.
Right.
Bring this to the album.
Right.
Then come back. Because when I heard JT's kind of clap back, I was like, Cardi still got at you.
Yeah.
You got to do come back a little bit better. But I'm here for the sport.
Yeah.
I'm here for the sport. So when it doesn't go into that level and stuff for them, I'm like, and it goes beyond the sport, I'm not for it. I was for Tupac and Biggie to go at it and stuff lyrically, not for what happened to them.
Right.
And that will always be something that will loom over the hip hop community and stuff. And now I realize that some people are trying to separate this. Like, oh, Nicki Minaj is born in Trinidad and Cardi B, her one parent is Trini, one part is Dominican. So this is not a Black people thing. And I was like, what?
Really?
Do you like hip hop?
Really?
If you like hip hop, it's a hip hop community thing. So it is your thing.
It's your thing. Yeah. I mean, I think we can be of the understanding now that any type of publicity that these guys drum up for themselves, they deem it as good, regardless if the energy is negative, regardless if the energy is positive. They just want people to keep talking their name. I think the biggest example for that is always going to be Kanye West.
Yes.
He'll say the most outlandish things, whether he believes it or not, 100%. I don't know, but what I do know is that once his mouth opens, he's on all the blogs, he's on all the social media platforms, he's on all the news outlets for whatever he's saying.
That's true.
And it's what keeps him relevant.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? It's like, you even think about it, it's like, we all didn't care about R. Kelly until R. Kelly popped up on the scene and said somebody trying to kill him in jail. And then all of a sudden, now everybody talking about how, oh, R. Kelly, even though they probably know it's not true.
You're right.
Right? But the conversation has been started. And it's like, it's one of those things where, you know what? It might even be just a publicist move. Might be even saying, listen, we need for you to just
straight publicity stunt.
yeah, you have been buzzing for a while. Cardi B just dropped the album. People are talking about her. You just need somebody to talk about you. So say something. Do something.
And it went because her album, she kept posting it. I think March 27th or something like that. So it's kind of like if she clapped at Cardi, and then she would just post the stuff that her album is coming out this. So she talked about somebody album is coming out this and stuff for her. So like let it be known and stuff. I'm like, yeah, put all that shit into your lyric games
Yeah.
and whatever. Because I'm like, I have no problem with Nicki being like a 50 Cent of the rap game,
Right.
where she'll call out whoever might piss her off or whoever don't like her and everything and stuff like that too. My question is, do you, and I know you can't speak for her, but do you believe that she is happy? Because when she started part of this Twitter beef thing, apparently it was her son's birthday.
Right.
I'm a different kind of parent.
Yeah.
My son is gonna come first on his day.
Of course.
Especially my son being that young.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my day is more focused on that than to go back and forth with another celebrity. Right. So I look at it stuff as like this now. It had the Breakfast Club saying and stuff, whatever, she's miserable. It has other outlets saying she's miserable. I'm asking you and stuff, whatever. Do you believe she's happy?
It's not to say that I would take what she has recently done as a thermometer of her being happy or being miserable.
Mhm.
I just think at the end of the day, one of the things that we tend to overlook is that they're normal, everyday people. Forget about the celebrity status, and certain things affect certain people, and certain people just react a certain way, right?
But no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just jumping in a little bit. I'm gonna still let you rock.
Yeah.
I believe we come to a point now where we know celebrities are just regular people now.
Yeah.
Like I think with the height of social media,
You're right.
it's kind of like when you have so many celebrities, like I can't make it because I have a mental illness or mental issues, or I'm going through something and stuff right now.
Yeah.
I think more than now than never, we think they're more relatable and stuff on that aspect.
Right.
If we saw, oh my gosh, Mel Gibson's supposed to come do the Lethal Weapon Part 2 thing, whatever, he doesn't show up. And Mel Gibson back then said, you know, mentally I wasn't here.
Wasn't there,
Yeah,
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Right.
You're a celebrity.
You're a celebrity.
But like now, if something like that, whatever, they'd be like, oh shit, nothing, let's look. And I think a lot of people spend more time
Yeah.
to go dig up dirt, extra shit. So I feel like we're there now where we understand they're regular people.
Yeah. So without knowing how she is like day to day,
Mm-hmm.
I can't, and that's what I'm saying. I can't say if she's happy or not. All I can say is it just could have been a moment, right? Like
Just a lot of moments.
You said this about my kid. My kid may, I don't know, maybe or may possibly not be on a spectrum during a birthday. This is probably a time where, again, you care more about your child than anything else. Somebody's attacking your child. Now it's a mama bear thing.
Right, but she attacked someone's child
Yes.
first. Like she called culture ugly. And when she did that, and I was looking, I'm like, Culture's a pretty little girl.
Yeah, yeah.
So look, and then like she's like, she's gonna get a chain made how Culture's teeth is. I'm like, she's not even double digits. You know these celebrities and their kids, they probably do braces, veneers. I'm like, she's a little girl.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how I'm looking. I'm like, you've gone too far, Nicki.
She did, definitely. But
and then that's why I started looking at stuff as
Definitely.
like, she's don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
Won't be no shit. And again, I think and that was the other thing that I want to follow up with when I was saying a lot of them want to keep the name in the news, right? So it may have started off as simple as me saying this, but then the back and forth, at some point, somebody's feelings gets ruffled. And now it's gone past what it should have just been.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just going back to, again, the Biggie and Tupac. It was on wax. It was all good. It was on wax, but then y'all let it get too far till now it's gone past the wax.
Okay, let me ask you. Do you think that Nicki is suffering from can't pass the torch syndrome? Like sharing the power? Because remember, we look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Hear me. There hasn't been a bigger mega group than Cash Money Change My Mind. Jay-Z, I am a Jay-Z fan. You had Rockefeller, but when it came to Rockefeller, how many platinum artists besides Jay-Z that Rockefeller put out there?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Cash Money, platinum album company, record label and stuff, whatever. Juvenile, platinum. Wayne, platinum. BG, platinum. Hell, look at Bling Bling. That's BG shit. Whatever, right? Turk, maybe not so much, but Hot Boys, all that other shit.
Yeah.
Then for Wayne to come with his Young Money, Cash Money,
Right.
and give us Drake, still Mega Million star,
Right.
and Nicki Minaj, Mega Million star.
Yeah.
Drake, during this Kendrick thing, we've discussed that Drake had a nice ass run.
Right.
The same time his run was going on, it's the same time Nicki Minaj's run was going on. Right? So if we're looking at them and stuff, they've had a nice time.
Yeah.
I do appreciate them, like, let's say when they take the moments to put on some newer peoples.
Right.
But I feel like Drake would do it way much more
than Nicki.
Yeah. And then if Nicki does it and stuff, whatever, there's like a follow and backup beef or thing that kind of goes with it. Cause I'm like, you did a Hot Girl Summer track with Meg Thee Stallion.
Right.
And then later in your discography, you have a track called Bigfoot. Where's this in Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you trying to put on or you're not?
Is it a woman thing though?
Once again, those particle thoughts are not coming from this side.
It's not coming from that side.
I'm gonna stay safe on this side.
I mean,
girl power.
I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, they love to stick together, but they love to beef with one another and just as quick.
I heard some statement about some girls not being a girl's girl. So me not being a girl, I raised my hand. I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, oh, you know, women that try to campaign like they're all for women or empowerment of other women stepping up. And then when they really like, I wish that bitch would just fall off and die. I was like, damn. I was like, isn't that just a regular woman? She's like, no, it's not a regular. I was like, yo, women hate on women a lot more.
A lot more.
Than men would hate on other guys. Like, I look at stuff as like, for me to hate on a guy and stuff, whatever, you probably have to say some stuff or have a behavior that I don't condone on.
Right.
Whatever, right? Like the last guy I even see myself hating, or the guy who took the life of the I think the Ukrainian or Russian girl.
On the train?
Yeah, on the train.
Right.
That's the last guy I hated on and stuff, whatever. Because I look at stuff as like, he's been arrested that many times. That many times, and you guys ain't do shit?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, fuck that guy.
Right.
But other than that, whatever, I'm like, yo, if a dude has cake up, whatever, good for you. If the only thing you could bring to this conversation is about cake, I'm not impressed.
Right.
I'm not impressed. What else have you done with your cake to make me say, oh, damn, what else have you done with your cake to impress me?
Yeah.
I bought this Balenciaga outfit. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
You open up a rec therapy place and stuff, or community center and stuff, like when G Herbo did the mental health thing for people under the age of 25 and stuff for free. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
I'm not a G Herbo like music fan.
No.
But I appreciate
that as well.
I am impressed.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, this is what we should be doing with our power.
Right.
I was like, I don't really hear too much about Nicki Minaj doing too much with her power.
Yeah.
Like saying like, oh, wow, go Nicki.
Right.
It's just my barbs.
Right.
It's time to pass the power.
Yeah, I guess I think she probably believes she's still got a lot more to give before she's ready to give it all up.
What can we learn from this scenario?
Leave kids alone.
Yo, touch me on that one. Protect the babies. Leave the babies
at all
alone.
costs, leave them alone.
What type of behaviors would you not tolerate from people? Let's start with let's say for people you work with. Is there what type of behaviors would you not tolerate and stuff, whatever? With them, like, let's say a boss just kind of automatically dumbing things on you, or another coworker and stuff, whatever, just assuming that you're kissing ass or something like that, or they just automatically assume that you're gonna do everything anyway, so they might as well try and be like, hey, Smooth, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That for sure is one.
that they try to overuse your kindness.
The coworker that's trying to overuse your kindness.
Yeah.
Or not even overusing your kindness, but not willing to pull their own weight.
I feel that. What about people?
That definitely. And then people who just have like all this attitude, bring the attitude to work. It's like, y'all, we're here for like 8 hours. We're all doing something that we either want to do or we may not want to do, but we're doing it for a purpose. And that's because we got lives to live.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you now. What do you mean by attitude? Now, I look at it stuff as where I don't want to use this as an excuse, but let's say something like rest in bitch face.
I had that thought in my mind. When
Oh, look at us, twins.
I had that thought in my mind.
You have something like, all right, I come work with you. You don't
Right.
know me and stuff, whatever, and everything like that. I come in with my rest in bitch face energy and stuff, whatever. But deep down inside, if you give me, let's say you're team lead or something like that,
Yeah.
if you give me a set of commands and stuff, whatever, I will follow.
Right.
But I just have natural rest in bitch face. Would you still put that as I have an attitude?
No, I don't mind if you have the rest of bitch face.
Yeah.
Right. But if I'm your team lead and I got a task for you to do, and then you're gonna argue and you're gonna bitch about doing the task, nah, you're here to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we don't need the extra stuff. Okay, I get that you may be upset at something. I didn't cause it.
Facts.
Moreover, I'm only asking you to do a job that you're getting paid to do. So why is the attitude?
I've noticed and stuff, whatever. It's a inferior, superior thing and stuff, whatever, right? Like, I want to say for the most part, since I grew my beard,
Yeah.
and then before I started having grays in my beard, I felt like it's not like I wasn't getting the respect, but I felt like I've gotten more respect after like growing out my beard.
Right.
So I look at it stuff and my respect level is probably like at a 50% after growing out the beard. I want to say you probably even to like 80% because 20%, whatever, I'm not really caring, but I know you will respect me when I interact with you.
Right.
Because if I'm going to teach you how to treat me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to always come with the respect first. So if you don't come with the respect, I'm going to call it out and I'm going to be like, you're the type of people I'm not going to deal with.
Right.
The end, whatever. Right. But I look at it stuff as where like people might not come with a friendly. You see, like the 8 hours, let's say you're working for the 8 hours together.
Yeah.
Again, you're here to make this guap. If you're not doing what you want to, like what's supposed to be done,
yeah,
part of your job description and stuff, whatever, and you have attitude with it, or you have like bite and feedback and stuff with it, you're clearly something and stuff that's wrong with you, like here before you even set foot in here. The same thing you're saying, like you didn't cause the problem.
Yeah.
Why do we allow people like that to still work? Isn't there something where like togetherness, inclusion, and da-da-da? And I say that because it's like, if you have all this attitude and you do the work of 10 people,
yeah,
have your fucking attitude.
Have your attitude.
The minute you have attitude and you can't do your job,
yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But I think why we put up with it is that at the end of the day, if you say, you know what, you got too much attitude for us today, you just go home. Come back tomorrow. Then somebody else now.
You gonna come with the attitude?
No, somebody else now has to take up that slack for that person.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But that person not coming back. And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at stuff as like, you've created friction, you've slowed production down and everything like that with this behavior and everything. I don't need this for my well-tuned machine.
Right.
This is fucking up my well-tuned machine. You gots to go.
I think I'll let them rock until I can find a replacement for them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's like the one cheating on the girlfriend. Because you're like, soon as something new come in, I'm out. So okay, what's an absolute no for you? Like when it comes to people, like what kind of people you're not dealing with?
Again, I guess people have an attitude towards me personally. Like if you have an attitude, it may rub me the wrong way, but at the end of the day, I can't do anything about that. And as long as you are doing the work, just like how you're saying,
Yeah.
Bob is your uncle, Bob,
For
my
real?
uncle too.
But
But
no,
if
no, I'm
it's
saying
just,
like minus work.
yeah,
Minus work, just the people level.
just the people
Yeah,
level,
minus work, like on people. Like, let's say, for example, and stuff, you go somewhere now, right?
right?
And okay, your daughter and stuff is 25-ish,
Right.
age range, right? You go somewhere now, like say a party or a function, some guy or some gentleman your age and stuff like that is plotting on fucking nut but 25-year-olds and stuff like that. You have a daughter
Right.
who's 25 and stuff, and you look like, who's a sleazeball and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is that an absolute no for you for like dealing with a person like that?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
looking, I'm like, yeah, like there's certain people, like I feel like us as people, we give a lot of like people that are absolute no's for us too much time.
Mm.
And I say that with too much time and stuff. The work thing is kind of hard to avoid.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
why I
to
brought up
avoid.
the work thing, whatever.
Yeah,
Because we still got to find a way to get along, coexist until upper management realize that this motherfucker is the problem.
Right.
Right. And until then, this is just how it just got to work, because you might not have the power to get rid of that individual. So you have to leave that to upper management.
Right.
When it comes to other people and stuff like this, I've noticed that we condone as like just as a society.
Yeah.
We'll know that, and I don't want to keep using him as like a target, but Diddy, we'll know people like Diddy's and stuff exist where they might have a woman that we know about, beat her up, do whatever, abuse and abuse her and everything like that, whatever. But we'll still break bread with them.
And as soon as he said that, I'm like, it's the people who are willing to overlook all of that crap because they can break bread. And he's a reason why they break bread.
Mm.
And I'm sorry, man. It's like, I'll go broke before that.
Integrity.
Yeah, I'll go broke before that.
Which
right?
is good, because I mean, it's I side with you with the integrity over money aspect, right?
Right.
But I feel like a lot of times and stuff, whatever, like, yo, money will win in most spaces.
Money is winning in most places.
And then
I mean, we don't have to look any further than NATO and UN.
Money talks bullshit, runs track meets.
We don't gotta look at at the highest level. Like there's atrocities going on right now, and people are not saying any. Well, you have some people talking out, but you have other people who are complicit to it because they need something from whoever's in power.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, like if I got emotional. I felt like it hit me in the feels and stuff, whatever. I saw some video because we're on the UN stuff, whatever, and it was like a father and I guess his 2 kids. So he has a daughter who's a little bit older and a son who's like could be like 1 or 2 or something like that. They're like down on the ground in their place.
Yeah.
And you just hear like gunfire in Palestine and stuff, like in Gaza, and you just hear like just the gunfire and you hear like shells going off and the baby and stuff, or the kid, like the little boy, he's just so scared.
Marv,
and I was like
I said, man, these past few years with all this going on, I'm saying to myself, we got a lot of heartless people in power.
Facts.
We got a lot of heartless people in power. Because I'm saying the same thing that you're saying. Like, I can't see that stuff.
Yeah. Like I saw it and stuff for that, and I was like, oh man, I had to. And I think for me and my, let's say, when I participate in the doom scroll,
right,
I'm there for the entertainment, the things that make me smile, the things that kind of make me just like, oh, I never thought of that. And I get off to go look into like the internet, because social media, everything is stuff you don't know what's real or what's not.
Right.
And when I get to those moments, I run into things like that, I'm automatically just, I exit.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I was here for a good time, I'm not anymore. I done saw this shit.
Yeah.
This shit done changed my vibe and stuff, whatever. And you're right. money is chosen over integrity because their integrity aspect is that innocent lives are being lost that have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
Damn.
Okay, let's get back to happy times.
So get back.
Let's
Okay.
get back to happy times.
How did let's say this? What's the difference between an average person and a great person? To you,
Mindset.
mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I say stats. Let me hear you.
You say stats. The mindset that you know that you can go to the next level, and you can go ahead and push yourself. I mean, I know a couple weeks ago we talked about being comfortable, right? And that's good. If you reach that point where you're comfortable and you don't need anything else, then you're okay. But if you got to the promised land and see that if I can push myself just a little bit more, I can surpass the promised land and probably even go on to even greater things. It's the mindset.
So I will if you're speaking for like the great person side, whatever,
Right.
I would speak for the average person side on this. This is a good conversation, by the way. I would look and stuff and say, I've learned or I've adopted your mindset.
Right.
I try to make it applicable. I've been doing what I've been doing and stuff. So let's say, for example, you being a great person, you put yourself in gear and notion and stuff, and about like you went from, let's say, from 0 to 5 years, this great person.
Right.
I've been doing your formula that I've heard you speak at other places and stuff, or I've digested your formula to some things.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for 7 years and I'm still nowhere to where you are.
Right.
That's why I feel like it's stats. Because I feel like the mindset aspect and stuff, whatever, like I want to say for some it's easier to adapt to and for some it's not.
Right.
Right. But I look at it stuff as where, let's say a person's mindset, I would hope, a positive person's mindset is to say set it to win.
Right.
Right. Like if the mindset for the average person is like, yo, I want to save my money till I get my first $10,000. And once I get my first $10,000, I'll do some investments.
Right.
So to speak and stuff, whatever. Right. Now the saving aspect to get to it and stuff, whatever, different things come up. Rainy days always come up. How do you save?
You got the rainy days.
Okay. So let's say your aspect to you to get to say the $10,000 might have taken you 2 years.
Right.
With your world and everything going on. And with my world going on, it might take me 5 years.
Right.
I've adapted the mindset and stuff, whatever. Just that, like, I think what took me there longer and stuff and what took you there, it's stats. And that's why I look at it. So why I say stats now for a great person and stuff, whatever, is because look at us, right? We've been working a lot harder. I want to say hard enough to compete with the greats.
Right.
So, and in any case and stuff where soon as, let's say, we'll shout out to Spotify.
Right.
Since they're hosting.
Yeah.
When we do our shit on Spotify.
Right.
It's kind of like when our episodes are done, they're like, we got these other relatable groups and stuff like that, whatever, right? But then when you look at the content and stuff, whatever, their content might even fall short than our shit.
Right.
I think because their plays and their views and stuff, whatever, the stats is what separates the good from the great.
Yes. Okay. I from that point, I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But then I look at that and I say, our shit is exceptional. Because we're not just we're great to be mentioned in the same conversation.
Right.
Right?
Right.
We're great to be mentioned in the same conversation.
That's a fact.
And we're beyond great for those who actually know. We're exceptional. Because now they're listening to, they listen to who we're compared with, and they're saying exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got nothing on these guys. And actually, these guys have actually surpassed them as far as content is concerned.
Right.
You know what I mean? To some people, we're hidden gems.
That's true.
To see, you know what I mean? To some people, we're hidden gems.
But then it still would be like, because like, and this is what I was saying, like the stats, like if we're even take away from our aspect,
Yeah.
like I look at stuff is where if I'm a model, so to speak, on the gram,
Right.
right? I've probably done one thing with, let's say, a Fashion Nova,
Yes.
right? But my followers might be up in the millions,
Right.
right? And then you might have done them in like fucking Vogue, Fashion Nova, Sheen, Shun, whatever places, and all the above and everything like that. But your followers are in the 25K mark,
Yeah.
whatever, right? I would look at stuff and like they would look at stuff like, oh, who's a Smooth compared to a Marv, whatever, right? But I'm looking like, you're just looking at the stats.
They're just
I've only worked in one place, and Smooth's worked in like
they're just
runways I can't even touch
they're
yet.
just looking at the stats, but and again, the right people know, because the right people
Say that again.
the right people know. It's because of the right people knowing is why I'm doing the Vogue, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not only do they know, they're telling the other right people. As opposed to you just having, you know what I mean, millions of followers
and likers, yeah.
And likers. They just, at the end of the day, they're liking you for a specific thing. Yes. But they're not willing to probably put you in any room that you should be. Whereas the select few, the right people, were saying, no, these guys are really exceptional at what they do. They deserve to be here. You deserve to be doing this. You should be doing this. How come you're not doing this? Let me make some phone calls for you to put you in that position to be doing this, right? That person with that million, they probably walking through with a stinker's attitude.
Because it always, I remember the conversation always came up with stuff when I was younger. I was always a Jordan fan and stuff from like Time and stuff, whatever, right? And still a Jordan fan. I'll never shit on Jordan. But I look at it stuff as where I've always heard conversations and stuff like, man, I know niggas way better than Jordan in the hood.
Yeah.
I've always heard that and stuff, but I'm like, let's look at the stats.
Let's look at the stats.
And that's why I always felt like
stats.
It was always the stats and stuff, whatever. Now, granted, now in today's times, the stats are so different because there's bots,
right,
on certain type of digital aspects and stuff, whatever, right?
But yeah, manufactured stats.
Manufactured stats. That's something we need to talk about.
Manufactured stats.
But yeah, the manufactured stats. But let's say to the stuff that you know that cannot be manufactured. Like I look at it stuff as like, ticket sales are one thing for a concert.
Right.
Or for a show, like even if you do a live show and everything like that. But to see the people, to see the crowd, to see all of that, whatever there and everything, like, you know, especially with like, you know, with Cartel come in and stuff, whatever too.
Yeah.
Like I look at it stuff as where Cartel has to know for a fact, Vice Cartel has to know for a fact, he's a great, like I know he's like, you know, king of dancehall, he wants to say that.
Yeah.
And then Beanie feels type of way. Yo, the man said he was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets sold out like that.
And they're not cheap tickets.
Now, the pre-sale shit was where it was at.
Right.
The pre-sale tickets, like, you know, some of the people's and stuff, whatever, they're like the 200 range and shit, whatever.
Yeah.
When I saw some other shit, because I heard somebody else on Thursday trying to get tickets.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm paying $800. He don't even know my fucking name. I was like, $800? I'm like, no, that wasn't that on Tuesday. On a Tuesday, it was $300. And I was like, well, look at the stats. Cartel can close out a place.
Look at the stats.
Look at the Brooklyn shit, right?
Yeah.
Look at the show and the Jamaica thing, whatever, right?
Right.
The New Year's Eve. So I look at stuff as like, you can squawk all you want and stuff, whatever. Like certain people, but I look at it stuff as where you're right. I'm not gonna like you say it again. The right people know.
The right people know.
The right people know. But I look at it stuff as where there's less right people that know compared to the dumb people that don't.
I mean, I can see okay. So the other way to put it would be quality over quantity.
Right. But
Right.
sometimes I look at it stuff as where, let's say, and I like hidden gem stuff because for me, I don't like when everybody else is already at it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to say like when it's a hidden gem, I kind of like try to keep my mouth shut about it, whatever. Like I might say something like, yo, Smooth, I found this food spot, yo, on a stack of Bibles.
Right.
Yo, it's like right around the corner from you, whatever. Like, tell them Marv sent you and shit like that. They're gonna just load you up with some extra freebie perks and stuff
Right.
like that. Whatever,
Right.
right? But then if I'm like, yo, you gotta go here, the motherfuckers be like, oh. Yeah, Marv said I can come here, whatever. You guys aren't giving free nachos? Marv's a liar, whatever, right? They're like, no, you ruined the hidden gem.
You ruined the hidden gem.
Hidden gems, I still feel like they still need their proper time to shine.
Yes, they do. 100%. 100%. Yeah, yeah. And again, I go back to the right people because when the right person finds a hidden gem, he lets the other right people know.
Yeah,
it's like you got a good stockbroker. You're not gonna just give that stockbroker to anybody, but you're gonna look for the serious people that you know who's about doing that money, and you're gonna be like, listen, man, I got somebody for you.
You're right.
Right? You're not giving that person to everybody. But you're giving it to the right person.
Let me ask you something. For that great person, okay, think about great person and stuff in your head right now, right? What are the habits or results do you have that would impress a great person that you have in your head right now?
My attitude to keep pushing on.
Yo, attitude. I like that.
Yeah.
Because and you have your results and stuff for certain things. This is one.
This is it.
This is one. This is one of the many things and stuff, whatever. Yeah, I fucks with that. I would say, to be honest, I want to say I've acquired a business mindset a lot. I've always had it.
Right.
But I want to say it's gotten better and sharper and stuff, whatever. I think coming to like this leg of my life.
I was gonna say, you've always had a business mindset.
I've always, like, you know me, like my first business and stuff, I was 21.
Right.
My first business and stuff like whatever, right? But I look at it stuff as where it's gotten sharper, especially with dealing with this leg of like in my world for like podcast aspect and stuff, whatever. Because I look at it stuff as where I had to learn so many different other type of things what I didn't see laid out before me.
Yeah.
As I became a businessman, and then like when you're showing me other type of things and stuff, it's like Field of Dreams concept.
Right.
I'm for it, but I don't feel like the field needs to be that big. Because I look at it stuff as where, for me, if the field is big enough to hold 100, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
If we're building to hold 10,000, are we sure we're gonna fill up 5,000?
Right.
But I've learned certain things and stuff along the line, and I'm like, results are what is that? And then, again, kind of stats, not manufactured.
But not manufactured. Kind of stats.
Like I said, the results or the habits and stuff, whatever, like they haven't changed. They haven't changed. Like I'm about my paper and stuff, whatever, regardless and stuff, like a secretary. I'm about my paper like a secretary.
Yeah.
And I always try to make sure stuff it comes correct. I just know for a fact that stuff now, the older I get, I don't want to step on people on my way to the top. I want to help more people on my way to the top.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
the attitude.
And that's my attitude as well.
That's the attitude.
Nice. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. What is one thing you want to be great at in the next 18 months?
One thing I want to be great at in the next 18 months? Damn, that's come around quick.
You can start today.
Geez, that's a good question, man.
Okay, I'll tell you. For me, and there's no shade and stuff, whatever, to like some of the peoples and stuff that know, but it's more pertain to us.
You're right.
Like I look at it stuff as where kind of like the stats and the manufacturer kind of convo kind of led to this. I wouldn't mind being a digital marketer. just to even learn the aspect and stuff of it.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because a couple of days ago I was thinking of that. Even just like social media management.
Yeah, because I look at it stuff as where, and well, obviously, like part of it would definitely come back for us,
Right.
but I look at it stuff as where not a lot of people really know that aspect, right? And because not a lot of people know that aspect and stuff, whatever. Let's say to the non-hard workers, I'm gonna say it with my fucking chest, to the non-hard workers and stuff, whatever, they talk that shit called gatekeeping and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I look at it stuff as where it's not one landscape and stuff, the happy land, because I would say at a time in a landscape and stuff from way back when as a millennial, there was ABC, there was CBS, and there was NBC.
Right.
Right? And those are the main hitter channels and stuff, whatever. Everybody know about the fucking BET now. BET got their own damn awards.
It's true.
Yo, when they gatekeep, you make your own gate.
You make your own gate.
So I look at it stuff as more to the hard work aspect and stuff, whatever, right? If we don't get the recognition or we don't get the eyes looked down upon and everything like that, I wouldn't mind creating a landscape and stuff where other people won't fall short if they were looking to do even things like that, or in our landscape, or even people we want to put on.
Right, yeah.
And everything to help them be great and stuff, whatever, right? Because I look at it stuff, it's like, from the things that I've seen recently, 18 months should be sufficient. A year and a half?
18 months should be
a year and a half?
Sufficient,
because I look at it stuff like, even if you didn't know nothing too much about stocks.
Right.
Right? And you honestly, like, let's say you spoke to some people, you did some online course, educated, you got yourself educated from like either YouTube University.
Yeah.
18 months now, you would not be the same person.
No, you would not.
And I feel like if you took 18 months to invest in yourself, can't nobody look at you the same way as you was before.
Well, I mean, now that we've had the conversation, expanded my mind a little bit more, besides the whole social media management, I've been really looking towards it just even, and I've started, and I kind of shied away because so much other things that had came about. But I'm really trying to find out more and immerse myself more into AI.
I can see that. I think that'd be perfect, because I think once you put yourself in, and I'm not an AI like guru, but I'm saying once you put yourself in the knowing of how to use and navigate and stuff around it, there's still gonna be so many more that is behind the aspect.
Exactly.
Because even if you look at it something like, and not to shy or anything except whatever, like say the marketing aspect, there might be 1-2 clicks that might get you the looks for your product that you need to sell.
Right.
Or you can set it up in a way where not only you know about the clicks, you know about the advertisement aspect, you know about the back end about this, you know about this, that, and the third and stuff, whatever. So then when it looks at it to it, whatever, surface level is one thing. Behind the scenes, it might be 5 things. It's got the iceberg.
Yeah, yeah.
You look at the iceberg, it's so much
you just
more
see the peak,
underneath.
so much more underneath.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people don't even get a chance to get submersed and stuff past a particular level. They be like, this is what it is, and it might work or it might not work. But I just feel like a lot of people don't really put the time to make themselves great at something like that anymore.
Yeah.
Just to say like, all right, you know what? And I don't even shit on the moms like, I'm a mom, this is that and the third. I don't like where my life is going right now, or I don't like how my life is and stuff, whatever. What if I took 18 months to do something to change where I am?
Yeah, right.
And just anything.
And I mean, and we always talk about, because I think one of the number one complaints is, I don't have enough time. No, you just have poor time management. It's not to say that you don't have enough time. If you really sat down and put pen to paper and wrote down all the stuff that you probably do throughout the day, there's probably hours in there where you're wasting and doing absolutely nothing.
Bingo. Well said. Let's get to Ask the Sons, man. First Ask the Sons comes from BbyDoll.
BbyDoll, baby.
When did your instinct scream, leave now? And what did you find out later you avoided?
I have a knack for leaving parties before shit breaks out.
So what was the last party you left like that? How like the age approximation of, let's say?
I want to say 27.
Oh, so you're in tune like that, huh?
Yeah, 27. Where and it may not even be anything other than me just feeling like, you know what? I think it's time for me to go home. And I could be having the most beautiful time. I was like, I feel like, I feel like I'm at the peak. And if I stay too long, I might surpass it. So let me leave. And I'll be leaving in here and yo, you got some sixth sense or something? So just broke, like a fight broke out, this, that, and that. People were, I'm like, word? I said, nah, sometimes I just follow my gut, man. I just follow my instinct.
I had some situation and stuff like that to me too, but I want to say it didn't kick in until I was probably about like 30, right? I went somewhere and let's say this.
Not at the age of 30, I'm just going home because my ass is tired.
No, it was a relative and stuff, whatever, on my mom's side told me to come somewhere and stuff, whatever, right? And I went there and everything, and then I only just kind of knew her and like 2 other cousins and like some of her little peoples and stuff, whatever, right? She's like, oh, we're over here. Just come through if you ain't doing shit and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And there's just something about the setting that I just looked at like, y'all know about this and stuff, and then they were laughing at me. They were like, what was the word they used? The bummy? I was looking bummy.
You're getting bummy. You're getting bummy.
Yeah, what does that mean?
But it's like, almost like...
I'm homeless?
No. You got the jitters.
Yeah, man. Because I was looking at...
Why are you moving so bummy?
Yo, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Torontonian.
Yeah.
All right. Because I was looking at him like, I was like, yo, the fact that the house that we're supposed to be going to this barbecue or whatever this shit is over here.
Right.
And it's kind of like, there's like mad cars parked on the street, but it's kind of like people walking past and dipping in and same people dipping out.
Right.
I'm like, that shit happened 3 times with 3 sets of, I was like, I don't know about all this, whatever, right? I'm like, plus it's getting darker and darker and stuff, whatever, too. I'm like, it's a lot of wooded area and stuff over there, too. I'm like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
They're like, oh, da-da-da-da. All right. I left. I'm on the 401 now, because it's in the East End.
Yeah.
I'm on the 401 now, and this is when I was at Jane and Wilson, and I'm coming off at Keel.
Okay.
And when I'm getting off at Keel, I hear, oh, you left the right time. A skunk came out, right?
Right.
One of the guys said they about to bust a shot at the skunk, whatever. They're like, oh, Lord, if they scare off the skunk, bust a shot at the skunk, wait for it. When the guy pulls out the gun now to go aim at the skunk and everything, some other guy thought that guns are just coming out. So it's now like blam, 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 a whole bunch of shit, whatever. Somebody got touched. It was on the news. And I was like, yeah, but the area was too dark and there's too many randos.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do you guys? I'm like, but then again, I was like, I was with women, like, girls just see fun.
How old were you when you realized assessing the place in the situation is the first thing that you need to do when you arrive?
17.
17?
17. Before I was 18.
That sounds like that. That sounds like the proper age.
Yeah. I've seen a person kind of get bodied before my 17th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when I seen a person kind of get bodied and stuff like that, whatever, right? That situation had nothing to do with me. And I started looking at stuff as like, yo, if I don't kind of know the dynamics of where I'm walking into and stuff like that, whatever,
right,
that could have been me.
Right.
So it was more level and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this shit is life or death.
Yeah.
So I just got to be alert. But I was bummy. I was homeless, man. I was not even bummy. I'm telling you, Smooth. It was so like, it's dark. We're outside. Street lights are shining on us, but it takes a while before somebody pops up in the sheet. All you see is like shadow figures.
Yeah.
Going, and then like there's so many cars in the driveway, people line up in the drive. I was like, I don't like this. No me gusta.
No.
No me gusta.
no.
I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Ooh, there was like, they're like 18 shots ring out, whatever. People had to duck behind cars and stuff, whatever. People are shooting other people. And then one person's like, I was aiming at the skunk, yo. And I was like, why you pulling out guns? I was like, yeah,
Too much. You're doing too much.
Shout out to BbyDoll for the question. Second question comes from Rogue Reeves. What sucked as a child, but it is lit as an adult? Let me hear yours.
What
sucked as a child,
yeah.
but is lit as an adult? I guess an activity or something?
I was about to say going over to friends and family's house and just hanging out.
They used to suck back then?
Yeah, because when I was a child, they didn't have no kids my age. So I would always be like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home.
Sit your ass down and drink some juice.
Yeah. Go watch the TV. No cartoons.
That was kind of true. Yeah, I see that for some space. For me, I say it was naps. It had to be naps.
Naps.
Because I remember like, when they used to always try to like, go lay it on. This is in Jamaican house, lay it on. I was like, I was want somebody gonna lay down.
Yeah.
Shit, don't mind if I do now.
You gotta tell me twice.
Say less. I'm at work,
Yeah.
and they even punk me everywhere else too, whatever. I'm at work, I kick my feet up, I put my hood on, I have my shades on and stuff, whatever, right? Because it's kind of chilly. Like the vent, it just shoots down and stuff right by me.
Right.
So I have my hood on, and I just put my shades on and everything, and somebody's like, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. He's about to be. I was like, fuck you guys.
He's out.
They're like, you're going to sleep.
He's out of here.
I was like, no, I'm practicing for my funeral. Leave me alone. Okay, last question comes from POB42.
Okay.
And I like this question when I saw it. I don't know why I never copy and pasted it before, but here it goes. Every mammal on Earth suddenly has human intelligence. So think about every mammal on Earth.
All right.
Suddenly has human intelligence. What mammal is taking over the world?
The silverback gorilla.
I got mice.
You got mice?
I got rats. I got rats.
You got rats.
I got rats. Why gorilla? Tell me. Because there's brute strength and not the knowledge to use the opposable thumbs in the proper way.
Right. Not only that, the ability because I mean, our strongest ability as a species is that we're able to communicate and work with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if them apes start working with each other and start
Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. I feel like that can happen. The reason why I say rats and stuff, whatever, because I've learned this stuff, whatever, like, I don't know if I told you, I saw some video or some, probably doing some research and stuff, whatever, some podcast research, and I saw something where with the lab rats, what they did and stuff is that they took one lab rat, they put it in a jar of water, and they just let it float, and it kept kicking and doing everything for like 15 minutes, and then it drowned and died.
Mm.
They had another one in another jar.
Yeah.
Right? At the 12-minute mark,
right,
they took it out.
Yeah.
Let it rest for like, I think 30, and then did the same experiment again.
Yeah.
And that rat kept going for at least like an hour. And the experiment was about hope.
Okay.
When it seems hopeless, people give up.
Right.
Or they would give up.
Right.
When it seemed like there's hope or there's salvation coming and stuff, whatever, you'll keep going.
Fighting. Yeah,
so they know that, okay, I got saved at a 12-minute mark. I don't know when, but I know I'm going to get saved and stuff, whatever, right? So I'm like, increase this motherfucker's intelligence and stuff, whatever, right? But then I was like, why they always do this shit to the lab rats and stuff? And somebody's like, and then it dawned on me. I heard somebody say stuff, well, it takes like a month for them to reproduce.
Yeah.
So I was like, we take 9 months to reproduce.
Yep.
certain animals and stuff take a while to reproduce.
Right.
Them motherfuckers, not everybody can shoot at a rat.
No.
And these things are damn near everywhere. They might even be in structures that we
don't even know
exactly.
about. Yeah.
If they had the human intelligence, we're
Yeah.
cooked. I feel like we're cooked when it comes to them.
You know what? From that same logic, ants might be a formidable. Ants might be formidable too, bro.
But they not mammals though. They're not mammals.
They're not
but
mammals.
Yeah,
No. But if the ants had that ability, they might be formidable too.
Yeah. Because I seen ants like move like dead animals that they probably done seen to take back. I'm like, you can't even fit that through the anthill. But I'm like, it's fun watching it.
It's like I'm like,
and then once they realize that like it can't get through, they be like, dinner's up top,
mm-hmm.
and then you just see a bigger swarm covering them. Community is everything.
Yeah,
it's power in numbers.
Yeah,
this is a good question.
Yeah, that's a real good question.
That's a good question. I'm intrigued. We are done now.
We are here.
So say the Suns this week. I was going to use the one I wanted to use last week, but no, since we're in the spirit of some other stuff.
Right.
We'll get to that another day.
Okay.
Whatever. But last week was great, whatever, from the one you dropped to.
Yeah.
On air, live and direct. So say the Suns this week says, you're not there yet, but keep going. So say the Suns. I feel like when we were talking about mindsets earlier, one of my mindsets I've acquired, I want to say, probably like from 2023.
Okay.
And it's still been riding with me and stuff, whatever. Now is the yet. Right? So I look at it stuff as where, okay, what makes Smooth better than me? Right?
Right.
You have a lot of technical skills and other aspects and stuff you learned out the course of years and everything like that. But again, if I put 18 months and stay focused, I can get there and stuff. So Smooth might have the digital film and audio skills over me. And I might not have that yet. Might not have the big car yet. Might not have the mansion yet. Might not make $10 million a year yet. It's the yet aspect.
Mm-hmm.
The yet mindset, that's what I've been adopted to. So I found a way to try to create it and stuff and whatever. And I'm like, I had this in the cut, but I'm like, yeah, you're not there yet, but keep going.
Yeah.
So say the Suns.
So says the Suns.
So yeah, here we are, man.
We are here.
We appreciate you guys again, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Help make this podcast a great place and let them know. None but the great thoughts and great jokes come from a place like this. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above at Podical Sons. Hit the like button, subscribe. And once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love. Y'all keep smiling.
Peace and love.
Leave people, kids alone.
Tune in next week because we ain't done yet.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.